Now let's go to number 8. Which choice best states the main idea? That part that we just read is the prompt, and that's where you want to start on any of these questions. So let's find the main idea. A subject of much speculation, distinctive sets of ridges mark the icy crust of Jupiter's smallest moon. Researchers claim that the ridge's formation mirrors that of a strikingly similar pair in Greenland. Their surface water seeped through fissures in the sheet and formed a water pocket that disrupted the ice, forcing fragments upward and outward into peaks as the pocket froze and expanded. Although Europa lacks liquid surface water, the same process could be driven by the moon's subsurface ocean. So you don't need to take in every single detail there. You can always go back and get more details, but you need to have like a good feeling of the overall thing that they're saying here. So there are these ridges on Europa. The ridge's formation mirrors something on another area on the Earth in Greenland, where surface water did something that created those ridges. And although Europa lacks water, the same process could be driven by the moon's subsurface ocean. So although that moon doesn't have water, it has a subsurface ocean, and that could be responsible for the ridges. So the main idea is that we have a possible source of the ridges on Europa. So let's look at A. Researchers think that the ridges on Europa and the ridges in Greenland may have been formed by the same process, even though Europa, unlike Greenland, doesn't have liquid water on its surface. That's exactly what we just read. B. The primary difference between the ridges on Europa and Greenland is that, unlike Europa, the Greenland ridges are parallel. Well, we saw that the Europa ridges were parallel right here, so we can easily get rid of B. C. The pair of ridges found on Greenland's ice sheet appear to have formed long before the ridges in Europa. We're not really seeing any time comparison of the two, and if we are, it's definitely not the main idea. D. Researchers don't understand why Europa is marked by so many sets of ridges when the moon doesn't have any liquid water. We don't see a lack of understanding. We see an explanation of why they formed on Europa and why they formed on Greenland. So we're seeing a lot of understanding in the text. So the answer here is A.